We learned about addition and subtraction equations. So when I have equations, I'm going to have in algebra something that looks like z plus 5 equals 10. An equation is going to have an equal sign. In algebra, again, I'm going to have my letter and my numbers. So what I need to do is I need to figure out what does z equal. I know a lot of you guys can look at this problem and see, but we're going to go through the work to prove what z would equal. I need to get z by itself. So I want just z all alone on one side of the equation. I want all the numbers on the other side. So if I'm adding 5, I need to do its inverse or its opposite to get rid of it. So instead of adding 5, I'm going to subtract 5. 5 minus 5 is going to equal 0. So that's just going to go away. All that's left on the left side of my equation is going to be a z. To keep things fair and equal though, if I subtract 5 from one side, I need to subtract 5 from the other side. Think about it like brothers and sisters. If your parents take away $5 from you to go to the movies, and your sister goes to the same movie, they should take $5 away from her as well, just to keep things fair. So if I subtract 5 from my left side of the equation, I need to subtract 5 from the right side of the equation as well. So I'm going to get 10 minus 5, and that's going to equal 5. So z equals 5. I can do subtraction equations very similarly. Let's say I have g minus 3 equals 12. So I need to get g all by itself. I want g on one side and I want all the numbers on the other side. Well, this time I'm subtracting 3. So I need to figure out, well, what's the opposite or inverse of subtracting? The opposite or inverse of subtracting is going to be adding. So I'm going to do plus 3 because I have a minus 3 and a plus 3. Together, those are going to equal 0. Think about it as if you owed somebody $3, you're negative $3. If you pay them back the $3, then you break even at 0. So the opposite of a negative or subtraction 3 is going to be a positive 3. So from there, I get just g on that side of the equation. Again, to keep things fair, if your parents gave you $3 for something, your brother or sister probably is going to want $3 for the same thing as well. So to be fair, I'm going to add that to the other side of the equation. Whatever I do to the left side of the equation, I must also do the same exact thing to the right side of the equation. So I'm going to add 12 plus 3 is going to be 15. Let's see if this makes sense now. So I'm saying g is 15. So I have 15 minus 3. Does that equal 12? Yes, it does. So I got that problem correct. This is how I do both addition and subtraction equations.